Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Schmiggle1233 back at it again, and today we're going to be playing a Bumpy ride. This is a new train game, honestly, as you can see right here. And in this game, you can get like these new trains, you can get cabooses, but mostly what you do is you start out as like your little character, whichever one you choose. You get a map of this railroad you're going to go run, and you lose your map in the dirt. Well, not lose it, but it gets all messed up and smudged. So you have to go around the railroad, redo it, and do these little things. You have to break rocks and stuff. And you can get new cars, new locomotives, and honestly, it's pretty good. So far, I've got a first class car and a regular one. And along the way, I will tell y'all how to get these. So the first class car is pretty easy to get. You just have to upgrade your capacity in your cars, which you can go ahead and do in the shop. I'll show y'all guys right here. Alright guys, I'm back. Anyways, here is a place where you can find your capacity. Like right up there, where it says capacity in this little box right here. If you upgrade that, I think 1 or 2 times, you'll gain your first class car. Now, caboose, I think caboose is more of you just kind of like level up. I think you have to get to level 10 maybe to get the caboose, maybe level 8. From there. Now, the gondola, I'd say it's the hardest one to get. And we're going to go ahead and get into that one. It's easy at the start, but it's harder near the end of it. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to pick up passengers and do it just like a train run. Anyways, so another thing you also want to watch out for, though, this is not part of the gondola, but another thing you want to watch out for is you don't want to go too fast running sharp curves like this. You want to go at like the medium speed. And the game is pretty simple, I will say that. Your water meter's up here, your speed level. Switches are easy, either press A and D, or like whatever control, depending on what you're on. And overall, it's a really good game. Now, a lot of you might still be asking, how do you get the gondola car? Well, I'm going to show y'all in a minute. Now, I'm not going to go to the actual place, but I will show y'all what to do. Alright, see, that's how you pick up passengers. They all want to go to Coziest Station. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Now, to get the gondola car, you're probably going to start around here. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to gain access to the Rio Frontera or the Putt Prairie. Most likely, though, to do the first part of the gondola, you're going to want to go here. Once you go to the Bayou Belnut, there's going to be 3 fireflies each day. You're going to want to go one day and collect 3 fireflies, and go the next, only collect 2, and you'll have it. Thing is, you can only go at night to do this. Around 7 o'clock at night is whenever it's best. And that's whenever they'll spawn in. And once you do that, you're gonna make your you're gonna have 5 fireflies. You have to do it within 2 days in the game. You're gonna go back up here. You're gonna take a trip over this way. And what you're gonna do is, with your white now, you're gonna go up through here to try to go through Misty Creek. And you're going to go through the woods. The woods, however, does not have a time. See how this says 8:20 up here? They don't have a time there, so it's really easy to lose time. So you're going to have to make your way. And there's a bunch of 4 ways I'm going to let y'all know. It's going to be really hard to get through there. But, yeah, you're going to make your way on through here. And once you reach around here in Birchwood, you'll know you're getting really close. Don't go down any of these lines. This is just dead ends. You're going to keep going around this way. And what you well, not that way, but Bumblebee is where the gondola car is at. You're going to go up through here and go up into Bumblebee, and that is where the car is. It's pretty easy. I think y'all can really get the hang of it. I would show y'all, but I don't want to go through the trouble of doing all that again. And hold on, I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. And we're going to keep playing. Now, I'm going to show y'all how to deliver passengers. We got these. They said they wanted to go to Colby, so we need to go back here. Most efficient way, since going backwards doesn't really get you anywhere, we're going to use this Y right here, and we're going to turn the engine around. And then soon I'll show you once this day is over and we do like a whole thing of learning the route kind of and just doing a bunch of engine stuff. We can go through all the customization stuff. For some reason that passenger's mad because it's past 12:30. I forgot I waited too long. Alright, so we're about to have a bunch of mad passengers who aren't going to pay as much. But you know what? That's alright. We have around an hour to get to the station for those others. Actually, only an hour for one of them. Actually, not even an hour anymore. Alright, well, we're about to lose a bunch of money. I'm going to go as fast as possible, but we're losing a bunch of money here. Which way do I got to turn? I got to go down that way. I'm going to try to get them there as quick as possible. But, yeah. I will say also, they do get mad if you go around like a corner too fast. And also if you pass the station, they'll get mad. So I'm probably only going to get a couple bucks. I will say this though, the lore of this game, I don't know what it is so far, but we've also got real engine models too, which is pretty cool, and real railroad models, like there's the Montezuma, S&P, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And there's also other things such as the date, which in the game, it's not specific, but it does say that we're setting around the 1800s, like 1890s. Alright, let's see. Let's get some of these passengers. We need to go to Pearberry Station and blow whistle. So we're going to start by heading backward. And also, if you see these, you'll learn this in the tutorial, but you want to whistle as you go by them. Also, another thing I did learn is hills can slow you down. See, you kind of slow down, not much though. But so far, this game is pretty good. The mechanics are really good. It's kind of like a puzzle game. And I hope they add bigger engines to it soon. But I don't know if they're going to do that because the corners and track is already so tight and tied up. I was hoping for a bigger steam engine and we could progress throughout the game. But other than that, it's pretty good. I also do like the time system. See, I need to purchase a gondola, which I'm gonna do that. The thing is, though, the gondolas are like $2,000. Oh, hold on, I need to go backward. I can't set the point if I'm too close to it. All right, let's move. But after this day is over, I will show you all the shop stuff and how you can get gondola and all that. Another thing, I will say, there's also staff, which I'm going to teach y'all about. Staff can help a bit depending on what you need. And I'm going to teach y'all a bit about that. I know this isn't like a let's play. It's more of a tutorial, but that's what I'm going to be doing for the first part of this game. Now I will say, whenever you go to get your gondola, like to find it in the woods, it's going to be a bit hard. I'm gonna tell you all that right now. It's not going to be easy. The first part of the gondola one is really easy. Second part, not so much. I'm hoping we can get all the next passengers over to Blow Whistle Station. Not Blow Whistle, but Pearberry. My favorite section of the track, though, I haven't explored it yet, but I really want to get up to the snow area. Ooh, hold on, those are VIPs. I will warn y'all about one more thing, though. Up near like the snow area, it's gonna be a bit harder, and I'm gonna go down here so y'all can find it. Y'all see this little red thing right here on the map? That is another train. Watch out for those. You can run into them, I think, and they can stop, but sometimes they won't stop. Anyways, let's go ahead and go over to Pearberry. And then we're going to head up on over to Nowhere Station. Another thing you want to watch out for. If it's a rainy day in your game, whenever it's raining, there can be tornadoes out in the prairie lands, which is around here. Mostly out here is where they are. I've experienced a tornado out here near Nowhere Station. And I'm just going to say it did not help me the slightest. It jostled my passengers around a bit. And, yeah. It didn't really help me much. But it is still a really good game. And the tornado will slow you down a bit. I'm pretty sure, I don't really know what it fully does. I'm pretty sure it can pull your engine a bit. But one thing I would like to see is how much I earn from this first class passenger car. And then soon I'll start hauling freight. But yeah, I think y'all will be able to get the hang of this game pretty easy. And with the small tutorial I've gave you, I'm pretty sure you should be able to get the gondola and the first class car, because the first class car is the easiest to get. And if y'all want to, once we get up here to this station, I'm going to show y'all my map again, and y'all can have somewhat of a almost full map. And also, another thing to watch out for is your water gauge. That you're really going to want to check from time to time, and you're going to want to refill at these water towers. And after we stop at this station and get these passengers delivered, I'll show you how to do that. Let's see, how much does a VIP get me? VIP gets me, oh dang, 100. But the way to stop at these water stations is to stop right here with your tender aligned kind of with the spout, and then it'll fill up water for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some more passengers. I will say this is a really cozy game, and oh, I have to go all the way over there. I'm going to go ahead and go to Nowhere, and then I'm headed to those. Bumblebee Station should be pretty easy to get to. But it's a cozy game that if you want to play it like whenever you're kind of bored or something, or if you want to play it just for fun. If you like trains like I do and some of my other friends, you'll just play it for fun. And yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get over to Nowhere Station. Another cool feature that they recently added, I think, was the steamboats. Unless they added those in base game, which is pretty cool too. This bridge is one of the ones you're going to need to fix, or well, buy to get over to the other stations, which is pretty cool. You can control switches. Also, watch out for the signs. If you do go slow on the slow signs till the very end, you get extra money, or will make your passengers happy. Like this one's really happy, and if you make them like that, they'll give you more money. The happier they are, the more money. And another thing I don't think many people have figured out yet, around the fields of the prairie, you'll find these people, if you whistle, they'll run away from the track. Because if you hit them, I haven't tried it yet, but I think they will dock your pay a bit, which is not good. So my suggestion, if you're running passenger trains or freight, just whistle at them. They'll kind of get away from the track, as shown there. But otherwise, yeah, the game is pretty easy. And I think y'all will be able to get it real quickly. Got an A+ for that one. Got 216 for it. I'm just going to back up all the way over there so we can go and get over to Bumblebee Station and Misty Creek Station. See, our first priority looks like it's going to be Misty Creek, maybe? I think I'm just going to back up through here and go up around that way, so I can get to Misty Creek, and it'll be an easier route. Might be longer, but it'll be easier. But yeah. So far, the game's going pretty good. Getting first class passengers. And then after I get 2,000, I'll be able to do freight and do freight contracts. But yeah, I would say I'd recommend this game to a friend. I'd recommend it to any of you if you like trains or just cozy little games like this. It's also kind of a puzzle game too, so if you like games like Zelda or any other mechanical stuff like this, simulators and all that, and be able to run your own company, I guess, in driving vehicles, I suggest you try this game. It's really well made. Kudos to the developers and the team that made this. I think they've been working on this for around 2 years, and it finally got released just a couple of days ago. But yeah, as I said, I really recommend y'all to get this game. It's only $15 on Steam, and if you're waiting for a discount, they might do that soon. But as I said earlier, one thing I do hope they add is bigger steam engines. Like, not just these models, because I know we're in 1890s in the game, in base game, 1890s or 80s. But around turn of the century, I think we should do a thing where we can advance in time, and we get more locomotives along the way. Like, smaller versions of the bigger locomotives, but I'd like to have some of those, and I think we can incorporate some as my favorite engine, the Perry Marquette 1225, for like a Christmas update. And we could probably also get Big Boy 4014 in here too, as a smaller version, because if we can only do one driver, we could probably do the 3 drivers pretty easily. Plus the other 3. I don't think it'd be too hard to model if you do the same stuff as this, and maybe we could also get some bigger coaches. I think that'd be really great, and it would also attract more train game fans like me or you. That's some of the things I want them to add. And I will also ask, what do y'all think we should add to the game? Like, not we, but like, what do y'all think they should add to the game? Like, other steam engines, other things, cargo. Because there are multiple cargo areas, and there's a bunch of it. I think there's TNT, honey. It's a lot of stuff for that. But yeah. Let's see, how far do I have? Turn this switch up here and go through there. I think my favorites, another thing is though, there's sections of the track, such as the Prairie, the Bayou, Rio Frontera, this is like a desert, kind of like Utah and Arizona maybe. This is like maybe Kansas and all that. This is maybe some of the southern or northern states, because it's like woodland and stuff. And this is like up north, so near Alaska, because it's mountains, alpines. It's really well modeled. I'll give it that. And it has like the retro style. But overall, pretty good. I'll say one of my favorite things to do is run passenger trains, so I'm really glad they incorporated that. Freight's good. Maybe we'll get some lore about this game in like a wiki or something. That'd be pretty good too. One thing I am sad about though is that you have to start running the train at 10 p.m. I'm not the biggest fan on that, like it just kind of teleports you back to the home screen. But you know what, it's alright. The game's great, everything about it's great. Just hoping they're adding bigger steam engines in the future, and we'll progress through time. And maybe one day we'll get up to electric engines, and maybe diesels, which I'll probably never use, because I'm not the biggest fan of them. I would rather use steam engines, because they look cooler. And maybe also one day we'll be able to do double headers, except not with these smaller locomotives, because as you can see, there's no coupling in the front. Maybe we can get some that are. Or maybe detachable, I'm trying to think what those front things are. Detachable cow catchers, whatever it is. That'd be good for the game, I think. Let's see, where's that other train at? Because I remember it being up here. It was up here, at least. That other train is all over there. So, yeah, I'm good. Main task, purchase a gondola for your train at the train shop. But that way, I'm pretty sure, is the way up to the... No, it's not. Oh, I took the wrong track. I need to turn back. And we're actually going to go to Bumblebee first. Alright. Bumblebee will give me more money, I'm going to say that. So I'm hoping we can get that one done. And maybe we'll be able to get Misty Creek done. Sorry if y'all can hear my swallowing a bit. I'm just having like some drainage in my nose and back of my throat. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep getting into this. But as I said, actually maybe I can show you the gondola here. As I said, once we get up to Bumblebee, that's usually where the gondola is. I could show y'all if I can find it. And yeah, see, you'll already lose your time in the forest. So you can't keep track of time anymore, meaning you have to go fast, but slow at the same time, if you know what I mean. And we're going to go over this way. Because I think this is the way to Bumblebee. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, then I'm screwed. So I'm really hoping it is. I think it is the way up there. Where's that other train at? It shows, oh, there's a train up there. So I'm on the way to Bumblebee. But yeah, if y'all take that track, this is the way to Bumblebee. We're gonna take this track. 8:20 p.m. We're gonna go up that way. Even though there's no side rail, I'm gonna try to get there before that train does. Is there any side rail? No. I just stopped the train really abruptly. What is he carrying? He's carrying like oil tankers. Alright, I got those out of there. Now we can go ahead and head back down. That is a tank engine. I did ruin a bit of my money because I had to stop so fast, but it's alright. One sec. Bless me. Alright, whistle. Get some of that money up. This train's gonna follow me, I'm guessing. And we're gonna see if we can get to Misty Creek within 50 minutes of the game. I doubt it, but we can always try. Forgot about that. I was going a bit too fast around the corner. Probably, yeah, but it's going to start bending that one. Let's see, where would I be at? Yeah, I think we're going around the right way. Yeah, I think we're going the right way. But the gondola is up at Bumblebee. If y'all didn't see it, you just have to go a little bit more into the station. It is at Bumblebee though, and I think this is Misty Creek right up in there somewhere. That, or I'm going the wrong way. Nope, I'm here. This is where Misty Creek is. It's the waterfall. And there we go. And we got our money from it. Anyways, game should be ending within a couple seconds, so I can go ahead and show y'all back to the shop with everything. So then we're just going to kind of sit here and wait. Or we could fully run the train all the way down the mountain, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. Oh, there we go. As soon as we start running the train. 824 for daily profits. That's really good. Daily grade is a B. That's because I waited too long with some of the other passengers. Wish I wouldn't have. But now, instead of that, we can go ahead and get into the shop. This is your upgrades. Capacity is how you get like another coach. You can get more stuff. More seats you have, the more the merrier. Originally it cost 500. Right now it costs 1,000 for me because I bought one already. Water tank originally cost 1,000, and you can only get one. Air brakes I don't have. These brakes are more efficient. They are 2,000. First class already have it. I think it's 1,500. Gondola is 2,000. Caboose is 3,000, which lets you have another crew member. Now this, I don't know what that car is right here, but let's go ahead and get to the next side. The next side is paint models. These go all the way up to, I think, level 25, and there's many more. Oh, here's one. This one looks to be of Thomas or Edward. Very useful, so I'm guessing Thomas. And that's one of them. And the coaches are themed as Annie and Clarabelle. Huh. That's pretty cool. I just got this one at, I'm guessing, around level 12. And it looks pretty good. So this is all the paint. You can also do your flag. If you do this, you can choose the color of your flags. They have all these options right here. I chose the America flag because I love America. And these are the staff. Early bird gives you an extra 2 hours in the game. Bartender rises your passenger spirits. They will also ignore law signs. So they'll ignore the whistling signs, the slow down. Brakeman, emergency brakes with no consequences, meaning your passengers won't get mad if you brake suddenly. Fireman, train speed increases by 50%. Be careful. I've tried that one. You do really want to be careful with it. Conductor, passengers will have a 30% chance to upgrade to first class. So once you get the first class coach, you can get the conductor. Bouncer, kick off passengers by clicking on their tickets. See ya. That is where you can just kick off passengers off your train for no reason. Pyrotechnist. If you love explosions and nuclear bombs and war crimes, try this. It allows you to place explosives on the track. Once a day. Careful. There is a part I did see up near the mountains. If you go like through the Rio Grande part or whatever it is, and you go up to where you go up to the northern part, there's a place where you need to place TNT on the track to get rid of a big rock. So later on, you will have to do this on your run. Just a heads up. Anyways, this has been a fun tutorial / let's play with y'all, and I would love to look forward to do something like this again. Thank you for watching. Remember, Jesus will always love you. God will always love you. God the Father wants you in His kingdom. No time is a better time than now to come to Him. Don't put it off to tomorrow. You don't know about tomorrow. Could not even be there. Be nice to everybody, even if they don't like you. Try to help people. Just try to do all the things that Jesus taught us to do, which is also preach the gospel. Just try to love like Jesus. Anyways, bye.